Hello everyone and welcome back to Screen Theory, and on today's video I'm going to be listing my top 10 underrated superheroes. Number 10. Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is an artificial being born from a cocoon in a complex called the Beehive. He was made by his creators with the goal of becoming the perfect human. However, after overhearing the plans his creators had for him, he killed them and escaped. He has later come to encounter other noticeable heroes in the Marvel Universe, such as Thor, in an event where he tried to force Lady Sif of the Warriors 3 to marry him. However, he was killed in the process but later revived, because no one really stays dead in comics. Another one of his major feats is his membership in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and his possession of the Soul Stone, one of the Infinity Stones, and allows him to trap people's souls and trap them in a dimension within the gem. This gives him a major role in the Infinity War storyline, as he is in possession of the Infinity Gauntlet. However, despite all these major feats, he has a considerably small fan base, putting him at number 10. Number 9. Etrigan. Etrigan is the demon prince of hell, son of Archduke Belial and the Serpent Queen, and a half-brother of Merlin himself. As his origins go, he was summoned by Merlin as a last resort to defend the kingdom of Camelot from the witch Morgane Le Fay. However, when failure was imminent, Merlin bonded Etrigan to the knight Jason Blood to await another summoning. Centuries later, Jason Blood was summoned to the tomb of Merlin, where he discovered a spell in which turns him into Etrigan, bringing light to his first transformation. Etrigan has also been involved with Batman, after the Joker studied demonology in Arkham Asylum and attempted to summon Satan himself. However, Etrigan was summoned instead. He then fought with Batman with Etrigan at his side, but Etrigan later turned on the Joker and partnered with Batman to defeat him. He has also had an encounter with Darkseid in the Cosmic Odyssey storyline, in which he was captured by Darkseid. He later bonded with Jason Blood again and was transported with Darkseid to the Anti-Life realm, where he and Darkseid fought the Anti-Life entity, but were later escaped with the help of Dr. Fate, trapping the entity in his own realm. Overall, Etrigan is a real interesting character, elaborating more on the mystical aspects of the DC universe, and I think he should be getting more recognition. However, with his appearance in Justice League Dark, I do think this is starting to happen. Number 8. Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate is a being commanded by the Lords of Order through the Helmet of Fate in order to fight off chaos, with the main lord, Nabu the Wise, possessing the host of whoever wears the helm. Kent Nelson became Dr. Fate after discovering a sarcophagus in a temple during an archaeological dig with his father, Sven Nelson. Kent opened the sarcophagus, revealing the corpse of Nabu and releasing a poisonous gas that killed everyone, including his father. Nabu wanted Kent to become his apprentice, but he refused as Nabu killed his father. So he removed his memories, and in the course of a week, Kent became a fully grown man and was taught the ways of the mystic arts. He then received the Helmet of Order and mystical amulet and cloak as a parting gift from Nabu, giving him the powers of phasing, invincibility, levitation, flight, damage resistant, magnetic control, time travel, memory erasure, illusion casting, immortality, mystical bolts, and enhanced intellect, alongside his already vast knowledge in the mystic arts and a lot more abilities, hence bringing about the first Dr. Fate. He has later become a founding member of the Justice League, however it seems that he is not able to remove his second tier status. Number 7. Blue Beetle. The Reach is an alien race whose purpose is to conquer worlds. To aid them in this process, they release scarabs to attach to the residents of the world and make them kill the other people in order for the Reach to take over. As the scarabs were sent out to find the worlds to conquer, one was intercepted by a Green Lantern and attacked. Close to destruction, the scarab teleported away, landing on Earth. It was rumored to give people powers, so over the years it has been in possession of numerous people seeking to gain its power. One day, Jaime Reyes and his brother intercepted a gang of thieves trying to steal the scarab, which landed in their car during the robbery. The thieves tried to kill the brothers to obtain the scarab, however Jaime grabbed it and ran off in an attempt to save his brother. The scarab then attached himself to Jaime's spine, turning him into the Blue Beetle. The most noticeable abilities he gained were flight, the ability to create weapons, and a superpowered suit of armor. This is Jaime's New 52 origin, but in DC Rebirth, he is to join the New Teen Titans led by Damian Wayne, where he will be seen the most. This, in my opinion, is quite disappointing because I think we should be seeing more of him, which puts him at number 7 in my list. Number 6. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is the avatar of the Green, which means he is a champion of all living plant life in the DC universe. He is a part of the elemental aspect of DC, alongside the Red, avatar of all living beings, the Clear, avatar of all aquatic life, the Grey, avatar of all fungal life, and the Raw, Avatar of Death. Alec Holland is the main champion of the Green and is a scientist focusing on the acceleration of growth in plants. Due to the fact that the Rot is at constant war with the Green, they learn of Alec's purpose and killed his wife and caused an explosion in their home, setting Alec on fire, where he ran into a nearby swamp. The Parliament of the Green could not heal Alec's burns, so instead created the first Swamp Thing, out of the very essence that makes up Alec Holland and plant matter. He then went on to defend the Green as a Swamp Thing for years, before reawakening as Alec Holland, fully healed as he was not truly dead, just in a coma. He then was going to become the true champion of the Green, but refused as he already gave so much to them. Without a champion, the Green almost died, until Alec finally decided to become the champion, giving the Green a plant additive he created using his research that he developed all those years ago. With their newfound power, the Green turned Alec into the strongest champion they have ever conceived, and Swamp Thing was born. However, despite an amazing origin and major ties in the mystical aspects of the DCU, Swamp Thing still is somewhat minor character, putting him at number 6. Number 5. Beta Ray Bill. The fire demon Surtur destroyed the burning galaxy, home of the Corbinites, causing them to flee in search of a new home. The Corbinites decided to choose a champion to lead them to their new home. As you may have guessed, that champion was Beta Ray Bill. Bill was then cybernetically enhanced and led the fleet containing the remainder of his race in search of a new home, battling Surtur's minions as he travels. As the fleet approached the Milky Way galaxy, Thor was sent by S.H.I.E.L.D. to investigate. However, Bill's ship detected Thor as a threat, and so Bill and Thor fought. During the battle, Thor was separated from his hammer, which was later found by Bill, and out of curiosity, he lifted the hammer, as it deemed him worthy. Thor and Bill were then teleported to Asgard, where they confronted Odin, and Bill argued that Mjolnir should be his to wield. Odin then decided the two battle in the realm Skarheim, where Bill had the advantage and defeated Thor, however refused to kill him. This was considered a test of worthiness for Bill, and after they fought, they were brought back to Asgard, where Bill was built a new hammer called Stormbringer, and thus Beta Ray Bill was born. Bill has also had a major role in the Ragnarok storyline, in which he fought alongside Thor and the remaining Asgardians to defend Asgard against Surtur's forces. After imminent defeat, Thor sent Bill back to his people with a request to keep Asgard alive and honor his memory. He has also had a role in the Planet Hulk storyline, in which he was a champion in the arena and eventually fought with Hulk himself, but inevitably lost. Because Hulk is Hulk. Despite his many battles, Bill does not get nearly enough love, putting him at number 5 on my list. Number 4. Squirrel Girl. Doreen Gray is a teenager with the natural ability to communicate and talk to squirrels. After being bullied constantly about her appearance, she fled to a nearby wood where she further developed her ability and adopted the mantle of Squirrel Girl. As she idolized Iron Man, she attempted to become his apprentice, however he refused. She then was captured by Dr. Doom and even defeated him with the squirrels under her command, and was recognized as a hero by Iron Man. However, he still refused to accept her as his apprentice, so she went on to become a superhero and later joined the Great Lakes Avengers and became Central Park's greatest hero. She has even single-handedly defeated the likes of Thanos by overwhelming him with the thousands of squirrels under her control, hence why I think she should be getting more recognition, giving her a spot at number 4. Number 3. The Sentry. In an attempt to recreate the super soldier serum that made Captain America, the United States operation called Rebirth funded Project Sentry to create a serum 1,000 times stronger than that of the original. However, over time members of the project became divided and isolated, and only a few kept working on it. Years later, meth addict Robert Reynolds broke into a lab and consumed the serum and gave him the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, as well as fly, invincibility, superhuman strength, stamina, speed, reflexes and senses, light projection, energy blast, and the list goes on and on. The character had connections to Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, the Hulk, Spider-Man and Professor X, one of the very few superheroes active during these years just prior to the Fantastic Four's emergence. Sentry gained new importance when the new wave of heroes rose to prominence. Almost instantly deducing Spider-Man's secret identity, he became a role model for the young hero, as well as an ally to the X-Men and equal to Reed Richards and a friend to the outcast Hulk. The Sentry even battled Dr. Doom alongside the Fantastic Four and defeated his greatest enemy, the General. What makes the character even more interesting is his main villain, the Void. The Void is a repressed persona of the Sentry, and the Sentry's existence allows it to live as well. The Sentry had a virus implanted into his mind, making him conceive that a devil would appear if he used his powers, suppressing the Void and causing him to lose his memories, which he later regained, but that's another story. The Sentry is a great character whose powers may even par with the likes of Superman. However, his fan base is minuscule, giving him a place at number 3. Number 2. Booster Gold. Michael John Carter was born in the 25th century and is best known for his egotistical persona and silver tongue. He was never very smart but excelled in sports, gaining a scholarship and earned the nickname Booster. As he grew up, he was forced into a part-time job in the Metropolis Space Museum, where he took an interest in the 20th century. Angered with his current life, he stole a power suit giving him superhuman strength and wristbands that released force bolts. With the aid of a museum security bot iconically known as his partner Skeets, he took off to the 20th century in Rip Hunter's time sphere that he found in the museum. Upon arrival, he earned his status by saving the president, receiving the Medal of Honor, and officially becoming Booster Gold. What makes him interesting is that he is more of a corporate celebrity hero more than a superhero who does it for the greater good, like Superman. Booster Gold later came to adopt a role, which is what he is iconic for, Time Traveler. Alongside Rip Hunter, he helps maintain the timeline, which originated after an encounter with his future self telling his past self of a problem within the timeline. Booster has ties with other superheroes such as Superman in a story where Lex Luthor creates a clone of Booster Gold and it attacks Superman, but Booster intervenes with the help of Super to destroy it. He also has a role in the Justice League and more prominently the Time Masters. Overall, Booster Gold is a very underrated superhero, regardless of the fact that he has major ties to many mainstream stories and heroes. However, talks of a Booster Gold TV series by Legendary may give him the recognition he deserves. Number 1. Moon Knight. Mark Spector is a Marine working as a mercenary at a special Black Ops organization, which secretly has ties to an evil group called the Committee. After learning of the organization's secrets, he retaliates against Bushman, who is the leader of the organization, where he and Spector fight in the desert. After being defeated by Bushman and left in the desert to die, Mark is found by a group of archaeologists who were searching for a statue of the moon god Khonshu. They guided Mark to a Khonshu's temple, however Mark ends up dying there. But in death, he is confronted by Khonshu, who offers him back his life and vengeance on the people who killed him, if he became his Knight of Vengeance, and thus Mark was reborn as Moon Knight with superhuman strength, endurance, speed and reflexes that enhance with the different phases of the moon. Mark also has a dual personality disorder, which he is constantly battling with, making him all the more interesting as a character, which is a shame because he rarely gets enough love. And that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a comment of what you think your top 10 underrated superheroes are, and I'll see you next time on Screen Theory.